Welcome to Whispers. Wow. Wow. Hmm. Wow. I knew it. I knew it that. I mean, Yorùbá say, tó lè ilé ò bá jà, títà ò lè jà, ó lè ilé ló máa ń ṣílẹ̀kùn fún títà. Wow. IGANGAN and Saliu Sariki are notorious. Insecurity in Ibarapa. As the people of Ibarapa and in Oyo State continue to mourn under the sparks of killings, kidnappings, rape, farm invasion perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen across the 7 communities in the region, Akowegbe has revealed the reasons behind the crisis. This was revealed in an interview. Akowegbe said, "I am fondly called Akowegbe. I am the General Secretary of all farmers in the southwest Nigeria. I am a native of IGANGAN, Ibarapa local government area of Oyo State. I also hold membership cards of different regional associations in Yoruba land, including Agbekoya and a host of others." When asked about his view on the incessant kidnappings and killings in Ibarapa, and most especially in the northern part of the region, he said, "I have seen a lot in this region in the last 7 years. Therefore, if I avoid ignorance about the security challenge in Ibarapa local government, I am only deceiving myself. Kidnapping started in Ibarapa local government in the year 2013. It all started when a Fulani man of 20 to 30 years of age left his boss, who is also a Fulani man. After some years of his departure, he came back to kidnap one of his ex-boss's children. I called the attention of some prominent traditional rulers in the Ibarapa local government area about this, but they didn't take me seriously. I reached the alarm that this same man could come back to start kidnapping people. The community opposed my opinion then that the guy will never come back, but it was like some individuals within the area had learnt the act of kidnapping through the way of the guy because he was able to go unpunished. The police officer that was assassinated at Magbeje village was one of those who were supposed to take the case file of the kidnappers arrested during the period to Ibadan. His assassination terminated the entire case then. This time around, we don't need to hide anything for ourselves any longer. Our traditional rulers in Ibarapa North have sold our land to the Fulanis. These same traditional rulers are the ones writing letters to the Fulani leaders requesting more Fulani herdsmen in Ibarapa North for their selfish interests. On the 9th of September 2015, one Wakilu Sani was murdered in Asunwara village. In Asunora village. The following day, being 10th September 2015, we held an elders meeting at Ibarapa North local government over the killing of Sani. I used the opportunity to expose every individual in the act. It was only Ashawo of Ayete, Oba Emmanuel Borishabumi Aremo, who retraced his steps and promised not to follow Fulani herdsmen to settle in his own community again. Few days after the meeting, Bale of Abidoke, a neighboring village in the Ibarapa North local government area, died in a fatal motor accident. During my condolence visit to the family of the late Bale of Abidoke, on my way home, I had the opportunity to meet Ashawo of Ayete land again, where he maintained his earlier position not to allow Fulani herdsmen to settle in Ayete land again. He narrated how he and the people of Ayete had been living in peace just because of the fact that he was able to give the herders some space. Ashawo, however, used the medium to ask why it was taking Ashigogon over Abdulaziz Adioye Madiwolu ages to terminate whatever affinity he had with the Fulani herders in Igangan for peace to reign in the turbulent area. Despite the atrocities being perpetrated by the Fulani herders in Igangan and its environs, it was this same Ashigogo who still extended the territory of the Fulani herders in Ibarapa North to Isemi, a community near Ofiki. When I got to know about the latest development about how Ashigogo was extending the herders' territory, I had to summon some prominent farmers in Igogo to pay a visit to the traditional ruler in Isemi, where we registered our displeasure over how Fulani herders were given authority to establish colonies in the area despite their hideous acts in the access. Our visit to the traditional ruler was each on the fact that farmers are the ones who are always at the receiving end of whatever contract between Fulanis and the traditional rulers in the area. All the letters used by the late Onisemi are still with me as I speak. Part of what happened to make our meeting fruitful with Onisemi of Isemi was Shinaps. On getting to the palace of Onishemi, we made everything clear to him, but to our surprise, the traditional ruler proceeded before us that it was Ashigogo who brought the Fulani herders down to the community with the assurance that they would not pose any threat to the Ishimi community. I was still trying to oppose the Onishemi's position, but the response the traditional ruler gave was that one Mansuru Balogun, a member of his Onishemi chiefs in council, accepted the herders at first instance through the influence of Ashigogo of Igogon land. Onishemi also disclosed to us that he had to use to Fulani herders because if he had refused, they could have done something to put the community in trouble, because matters relating to Fulanis needs to be handled with caution. Right there, Onishemi was seen ever since Ashigogo brought the herders to the community. He had never come back to inquire about the activities. So I told the Onishemi that all the farmland being invaded by herders now and the kidnapping, has anyone affected the Ashigogo? That why did he allow Ashigogo to bring problem to his people? I had to report everything that Onishemi said to the immediate past government of Oyo State, but the problem persisted. The point I am making here is both Ashigogo of Igogo and Saliu Sariki, who is the leader of Fulanis in Oyo State, and whose son is the youth leader of Mayeti Hala in the southwestern Nigeria, are the ones disturbing the peace of Ibadan. His son is the youth leader, Mayeti Hala. Saliu Sariki and myself had court cases on different occasions. This man once told me on our way from Oshogbo, where we had gone to settle a case over farm invasion, that whenever security agents came to arrest any Fulani man, he would be the one to go and bail such a person, and that if the bail cost 200,000 naira, he would double it for the detained when he gained freedom. He boasted that that was what he did for a living. Sariki Saliu no. Ayibata okole gunu. When asking the question of if he's saying Ashigogo and Saliu Sariki are business partners regarding this issue, he said, absolutely they are. Saliu Sariki now has Grassland Reserve in Igogo. Grassland Reserve. Hey, yeah. Oluwa, even where there is nothing like Grassland Reserve in the entire Southwest. Nowhere in Yoruba land will you see anything like Grassland Reserve. But Saliu Sariki has one in Igogo due to the influence of Ashigangan. Really? So Saliu Baleje Totoi. Today, if you see Ashigangan and Saliu Sariki, you will think they are enemies. But in reality, they are best of friends. All their drama outside is purely meant to deceive the public. Really? When vultures were busy killing Fulani herdsmen in Igogo, I was the one who took security agents to the place where these vultures usually bury the herdsmen. So they're killing herdsmen too. Oh God. I faced different threats then, but I'm not afraid of death any longer. We later found out that it was Ashigangan and Sariki who were using the vultures to perpetrate the acts. The mass burial is still in a deep forest in Igogo. Whenever a Fulani man is killed, they cut away their cows and money. When Ashigangan was interrogated on his role on the incident, he claimed that he was not given cows physically, but he was only given an amount of money worth 3 cows. It is common knowledge that farmers and residents are the victims of the activities of Ashigangan and Sariki Saliu. As I speak with you, Fulanis who are connected to Saliu Sariki are the ones doing farming peacefully in Igogo. Any Yoruba person that attempts to cultivate farm would have his farm invaded. Only 5 days ago, a brother of mine took a van to his farmland to harvest cassava of about 3 acres, only for him to be informed on his way to farm that his farm had been invaded and destroyed. We are still in search of the herdsmen who could have done that. When asked what evidence does he have to back all these weighty allegations against Ashigangan and Saliu Sariki, Akowe Agbe answered, I have not less than 50 cases in court with both of them as I speak. I have different write-ups from 2013 till date to back this up. It is no longer a mere accusation. It is already a public knowledge that our problems in Ibarapa North and its environs are Ashigangan and Saliu Sariki. That's true, because Saliu Sariki made reference to the king when he was talking. Hey, wow. On different occasions, they've asked me whether I want. They've asked me whatever I want. But if I betrayed the trust reposed in me by the entire village, by the entire farmers of southwestern Nigeria, my people will be the ones to suffer for it. When asked, Isn't he bothered about risking his life by saying all this? Akoregwe said, on different occasions they've tried to kill me, but God had been so protective. I have raised an alarm over the threat made by both Ashikoko and Saliu Sariki that I would be assassinated. I reported the matter to the state government. I made a phone call to Alaafin of Oyo and Oni of Ife, and thank God they all stood by me and are still assuring me that nothing of such would happen, that if it happens they know where it comes from. When asked if members of political class in Barapa region are supporting his cause, Akoregwe said that is the major reason why we are yet to get over insistent attacks in the region. None of them has ever shown any concern to what I am doing over all the different cases of assassination and abduction that I have disclosed publicly. The little assistance I have received so far is from some individuals in the region who are not even politicians. He said, Stephen Okedije, the caretaker chairman of Ibarapa West Local Government Development Council, that I thought would be ready to defend his people, has failed woefully. Both past and present members of the political class in the region are not ready to restore peace in the region. Now, whenever a kidnapper among the Fulani is arrested, before taking the person to the Oyo State Police Headquarters at Eleyele Ibadan, Sariki Saliu would have called Abuja to free the person instantly. We have witnessed the scenario on two different occasions. When the people are ready to defend themselves, they will speak up. So Ashigangan Sariki Saliu, so they are 5 and 6. So when Sariki Saliu gave the Ashigangan the treatment of any Tajafi bomb, Shineni Buje, Ashigangan was not screaming at the top of his lungs. Wow. So nígbà tí wọ́n gbé No, I think it's Omobale or something. Wow. No wonder Saliu ó ti fẹsẹ̀ rinlẹ̀. Also no, ó sọ pé he's working in Obama. How come when somebody is kidnapped, he's the negotiator. His son is the leader of the Meyeti Allah. No wonder. It's making sense. It's making sense. No wonder Meyeti Allah said nobody can drive them out of the southwest region. We shall see. Look at how the majestic people. Oh my God. What is sorry, the King Kong? Who even installed him as Sariki? Who installed him as Sariki? You see now? And Woba Natenuje. In the north, can this Saliu be Sariki? Oh no, she might be Tradatoma Koni Momu. Can he be Sariki? Sariki. And it's the saddening all over Yoruba land. Sariki Shasha, Sariki Bodija, Sariki Sanko, Sariki Eko, Sariki. For what? When in their Usa do we have Oba? Moshibi won Oba ki pe meji láàfin ìjòyè lè pè mẹ́fà. What is that? They should just cancel all this stupid Sariki something. What is that? In as much as we cannot have Oba in Iliamusa, they can't have Sariki here now. What is that? So we have two parallel local government, two parallel systems running together. It doesn't work that way. We are not surprised that they don't want to obey our laws when they've already established their own, living in their own cocoon. No wonder the Mayetele was saying they are all over the place. So they are really. Ẹni tó mà ti wó inú ìnàgún ló máa mà ti lọ I knew there must be more to it. There must be more to it. There must be more to it. How come Saliu Sariki has 3 checking points? For what? 3 checking points. Before they buy land, they go to him. Before they plant, they go to Saliu. Before they harvest, they go to Saliu. Who is he? On whose land? Ṣé ilé ipò ní máa pọ̀pọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ débẹ̀ yẹn ni? Ṣó débẹ̀ yẹn ni? Wow. You see, nothing is hidden. But I knew there must be more to the story. There must be more to it. Wow. Ashikoko and Saliu Sariki are notorious. Go after them. Wow. You see, these are the answers. These are the key players. The law, because if you are not under normal circumstances, because of law one, àṣírí máa tú jù báyìí lọ là ń, ó máa tú dáadáa. There are evidences, pictures, everything is there. Videos, video recordings is there. Wow. I know there's more to this story that meets the eye. Our traditional system is rotten. Àwọn ọba yẹn, àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan alábọ̀dé alátẹnujẹ alájẹfẹnunà nẹ̀bí ẹdìyẹ àwọn òdìjẹ mú èpè tán rá. Interesting. Until I come your way again. Bye.